tournament. So here we go. The countdown about to get underway for this men's singles.
Tennis fans, it is time to welcome the players to the court. Can you please welcome this first player representing Switzerland, Stan Wawrinka. And their opponent, representing Poland, please welcome Hubert Hurkacz.
Well, from the women's singles, we now move to a clash of generations, you could say. Poland's number one, Hubert Hurkacz, with the huge serve. He's calm under pressure and he's built for these big moments, or at least he hopes he is right now, because he's going to have to come up with something special. He's taking on the three-time Grand Slam champion, Stan Wawrinka, and we know that Stan brings that explosive power with the famous one-handed backhand. A competitor that you could say has never stopped believing in himself. Firepower meets experience in this crucial men's singles. Alongside of me, Todd Woodbridge. Good evening to you, Tim Henman. And now this is going to be something very special indeed. Can that man on screen deliver for Switzerland?
Yeah, that's right, Todd. It's great to be here with you, and so excited about this matchup as you described so beautifully.
Hi, Justin, how are you? Okay, after the coin toss, so 2 pictures, okay? Like usual, net sensor, TV changeovers, and for the towel box, if you want to, they give you the white sticker. Stand for the assistant, they give you the red sticker, you come for the towel, okay? And the video review, let me know the time in a clearly manner. Any questions? No? These we ask. Stan, AO or Mark Edmondson? AO. AO, okay, AO is called, up in the air. Ah, good one. Good style. Mark Edmondson, please. Serve. Okay, so picture together. Nice.
Well, that was a unique toss. Our ball kid there about to roll it along the ground. He was having a bit of fun, and Hubert Hurkacz has won the toss with the commemorative coin of either AO or Mark Edmondson, of course, one of our legends in Australian tennis, the last Aussie to have won the Australian Open 50 years ago. That's what we'll be celebrating next week at the Australian Open. But Poland right here, it's the 4th appearance for them. 3 times they've been in the finals, still searching for that win. And it's going to have to be a big fight from Hubert Hurkacz if they're going to do it for the first time here tonight. But Stan Wawrinka, take us through that resume, Tim.
Yeah, absolutely. He's been around a long, long time, and the accumulation of matches, 582 match wins, but it's those 3 Grand Slam titles. It was interesting to hear him talk about it in the studio. He really didn't come into the sport expecting to win a slam, but he got his first one here in Australia and then has gone on to win both Roland Garros and the US. Just an absolute legend of the sport, and great to see him still with the passion, the hunger and desire to be putting in the hard yards on the practice court and getting out on the match court on the biggest stage.
Well, it's great to see Hubert Hurkacz back on the biggest stage as well, because been out of the game with a couple of knee surgeries and took his time coming back this time, and it's been well worthwhile because he has really hit his straps here at the United Cup. Played some brilliant tennis, been serving up an absolute storm. He's 28 years of age, so he's still got time left to do something more special than what he has. He's currently ranked 83, but of course when he's had that time away from the game, he's played much bigger than that this week.
Yeah, most definitely. It's been as high as number 6 in the world, and you see the players that he's beaten this week. Took down Sasha Zverev, Taylor Fritz, Talon Griekspoor. Took a sensational performance from Alex de Minaur to get the better of him, but when he starts hitting his spots with this first serve, he's got to be up there with one of the best servers in the men's game right now.
Well, up above of Ken Rosewall Arena, we've had fantastic support from all of the fans here this week in Sydney, and a big thank you to those that were over in Perth enjoying the United Cup 2 in that group stage. But it's all come down to this. It's down to the final. Team Poland once again in the final, and let's talk with the captain of Team Poland, Mateusz Drzecki. Lovely having you with us again here tonight. This is a big one for Hubie. He's going to have to step up to see if he can level for you guys.
Yeah, I mean, it's not an easy spot now. We are 0-1, but we've all done our homework, Nico and me. Hubie knows what to do to give himself the best chance to beat Stan. So yeah, Iga gave her best. It wasn't enough today, and yeah, so Hubie is gonna try to turn it around for us.
And Hubie's been playing some great tennis, but we know that he's coming back from knee surgery. How is he dealing with all these matches physically?
No, I mean, he's doing pretty well, I think better than last year. So he actually took his time now to recover. The rehab took a long time. We didn't want to rush it. So right now, I think he's in a much better spot than last year. So yeah, so far so good.
Well, we wish you the best of luck to see if you can level and take this through to a live mixed doubles. Thanks for joining us, Mateusz.
Thank you.
Well, I think on paper and even within form this week, Hurkacz, the favourite coming into tonight. I mean, Stan has played some terrific tennis. He's lost a few tight ones, though, Tim, and I guess that eventually will wear on your mind. But he really has been double duty here, being the captain. He's spent a lot of time on court just doing that job.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's been impressive that you know, he's been the chief cheerleader for Belinda Bencic out, and not easy when you're sitting there going through, you know, the nervous tension of watching a teammate play, and then you've got to go out and play yourself. But he's had some tough ones. He lost 7-6 in the third to Kaboli. He beat Rinderknecht 7-6 in the third, and then yesterday it was against Izu Bergs, wasn't he? He fought very hard in hot conditions to go down in 3 sets. So he's putting in the hard yards, but he would love to come up with a victory and finish the job off for Team Sweden.
Well,
Switzerland even.
Yeah, that'd be a throwback if the Swedes were still winning in these competitions. But if you are just joining us, just a reminder of what happened just a little earlier. Iga Świątek, world number 2, outplayed tonight by Belinda Bencic, who has had the most incredible tournament. 9 matches she has played and 9 victories. The score there was 3-6, 6-love, 6-3. So Team Switzerland with the upper hand at the moment. There's the win predictor, heavily favoured in Hubert Hurkacz's side of the court.
Hurkacz to serve for Team Poland. Ready? Play.
Away we go.
Ball. Love 15.
There's the first ace of the night, and I'll tell you what, it's been such a strength at this United Cup. With some of the stats that he's produced, he's won an outstanding 84% of first serve points. Oh! 59% of first serves have been unreturned. Makes holding your serve quite easy.
Nice strike on the forehand side there from Wawrinka, and in his previous match,
30.
I mentioned it against Izu Bergs when it was so hot and Bergs was serving pretty rapidly. That could have been the ideal warm-up for Wawrinka coming against an even bigger server, just trying to get as many balls back into play.
Well, a little bit slow in the movement hand. We talk about recovery when you haven't played
40.
as many matches as he has this week. Perhaps, maybe feeling it just a little.
Hurkacz definitely looking a little lethargic and the footwork not sharp. Good short chip return for Wawrinka and a couple of early breakpoint opportunities. As has been the case so often. A big point.
30.
Hurkacz delivers a big serve. 217 kilometers an hour.
And a quality second serve getting it high above the shoulder of Wawrinka on that backhand side. Such a tough one for a single-hander. Look where it gets, up above his head almost.
Advantage. Team Poland.
Serves his way out of trouble as he does so often with a third ace and a couple of break points saved. As they change ends, welcome to Wally Masur. Wally, you're courtside. Great to have you there once again tonight. Quick one, because you are so close, just how are both men looking in terms of one, as we know, 40 years of age, the other one coming back, and they had a lot of tennis this week?
Yeah, well, I agree. He did look a little lethargic. He wasn't exactly twinkle toes, was he? Hurkacz. Say that for me, please, Todd.
Yeah, no, that's correct. Yeah.
Hurkacz. I had a little trouble with that the other match, but. You know what I find interesting, and we did this match yesterday where Stan played Zizou Bergs, and he was trying to block the return, and he could barely keep the ball in play. Everything was flying on him. In this particular game, given the big temperature drop from yesterday, 20, 23 degrees less, and this is a sunken court, ground level is about where the first tier of seating ends. Just cooler conditions, Stan seemed to have a little time just to really carve the slice that stayed low. It was effective off the return, it was effective in the rally. So we'll see how that transpires for him, but just too many serves from Hurkacz that he can't touch. Todd, you'll remember a Davis Cup match that Australia played Belgium in late September. Cool conditions. This
on this court,
yeah. Yesterday, it's probably 43 degrees outside, probably low 30s under the roof. But plenty of warm air, obviously, and the ball was just flying. But this court, when the temperatures drop, it's appreciably slower, and there's nowhere near the bounce that we will get from yesterday. So whether that just gives Stan a little more time. He was in trouble out of the corners yesterday.
And 13, 15. Ball.
Well, if he's going to hang in here tonight, Wawrinka, he's going to have to serve well himself. And so far throughout the tournament, he's only landed 55% of first serves in, and in some sets been well below that. That's a nice, comfortable hole to level.
One game.
Interesting to watch the court positions as this match unfolds. Hurkacz looking to play a little bit tighter to the baseline. Wawrinka comfortable dropping a little further back.
At 15 love.
Well, he was setting up for a tweener there. Was Hubie, chance of Hubie going around the stadium. Such a huge Polish contingent that have been out to support Team Poland here in Sydney throughout the tournament.
Interesting preparation for this potential volley.
Oh. At 14 love.
Gee, he brings some power with that single-hander, doesn't he?
14,
Yesterday, just sitting
15.
courtside, listening to Stan, the ball on his racket, the only advice I could have offered him was just get your racket strung about 3 or 4 kilos tighter to try to get some control. But tonight, these heavy conditions, just right.
Much more comfortable hole to serve this time for Hubert Hurkacz, and he goes ahead 2-1 for Team Poland in the opening set.
Team Poland is 2 games to 1.
Well, as the tournament comes to an end here at the United Cup, so many of the players, they've really enjoyed being in this harbour city. They've been out and about, but they didn't get to do this. This is something really special. This is an opportunity to get in one of the seaplanes and see Sydney from up above. You can take in all the great views of the harbour along the coastline, into the Pittwater, the Hawkesbury. Highly recommended on a beautiful summer's day here.
Time.
Well, here's the final of the United Cup. Team Switzerland have the 1-love lead. Stan Wawrinka out of the player zone quickly. Serving at 1-2 in this first set. Oh, stunning. Absolutely stunning.
As good as it gets with a one-handed backhand. It's this big shoulder turn Just don't know where it's going. It'd been cross-court. That time Wawrinka just rips it down the line.
We've talked a bit in the other match in the quarterfinal, Wally, about the one-handed backhand of Wawrinka and how there aren't many of them. But interestingly enough, his average speed throughout this tournament off that backhand's been, or throughout his playing, is 121 kilometres an hour. That's up there. Because the top 100 average is only 116.
Yeah, and that final backhand winner on the previous point, 137 kilometres an hour.
It's normally that wing that the players get the speed off on the forehand, and that was a beauty.
Yeah, this time Hurkacz
15,
looking to cut
30.
down the angle on the forehand side, behind the baseline, waiting for the opportunity to move forward, and crushes that forehand.
Haven't seen Hubie have to employ the slice as often, whether it's a tactic or whether he's just rushed for a little time to play the two-hander. But
15,
played a lot of slice backhands
40.
already. And look at the first serve percentage from Stan, down at 22%.
Yeah.
Early days, but got to be better.
It's 2 break points for Poland.
You know, Stan's not a leg server. He doesn't really drive up to the ball. I think he's got to give himself a bit more height on the ball toss. He's really just sliding through that first serve. Very little margin. Just slow the start of the serve down a little bit. More rhythm, higher ball toss.
Oh, it pushes it long. It's a break for Wawrinka, that is.
Well, it was a good move forward from Hurkacz. He recognised he had Wawrinka on the defensive with this backhand. A good chip cross court. And he was just trying to nudge that backhand deep and just overdid it. You saw by the reaction of Wawrinka how important that point was.
Left for service. Advantage, Team Switzerland.
Pair of aces for Wawrinka already.
Left for service.
Do you guys get the sense from way up high just how low that slice is staying? I mean, there's no life in the court. It's literally well below knee height when the players hit it well. It's tough to deal with.
is sensational. Well, we started with some pretty good quality. You can't construct a point and an approach much better than that, but he still had to play a tough volley.
Yeah, absolutely, and it wasn't a traditional approach shot. It was recognising how good his backhand cross-court was, and for a big man, getting down nicely to that forehand volley.
Third chance for a break in this game for Hurkacz. Good stuff. It's probably worth just reminding everyone that he hasn't been particularly good on break points. Hurkacz a couple of nights ago against Alex de Minaur was somewhere in the vicinity of 0-10 before he broke. He broke it to 5-4 in the second set to level, and then of course de Minaur went on to win 6-4 in the third. He's showing us some good patience in the rallies, Hurkacz.
Advantage, Team Poland.
And Wawrinka gives up the break with the double.
Probably a reflection of feeling the pressure from the back of the court, that Hurkacz has been making inroads with his ground strokes. Went for a little extra on the second serve, and the double fault cost him.
It's 3-1.
He did this against Bergs, did Wawrinka. He changed his return position quite often, played that one from extremely deep in the court, and we talk about Hurkacz being not so effective on break points. Well, Stan has only broken once this whole United Cup. Been a problem for him on return.
Love 30.
Both players not exactly finding the rhythm on first serve. Wawrinka at 47%. Hurkacz at just 53. Needs to get back to basics right here.
But for us normal people, back to basics isn't throwing in an ace, but that's his basic, isn't it?
I was just thinking the same thing, Todd. You know, for most people at love 30, there's tension.
Yes.
Is there tension for Hurkacz at love 30?
Not on the serve, but if it comes back, the tension builds just a little. But he keeps the same loose, relaxed rhythm, Wally, no matter whether it's first point or a break point in a game.
And at love 30, he's still got to be favourite for the game with a serve like that.
I think that just speaks to, you know, his size and strength. It's easy power, isn't it? He is serving within himself, even at 220.
So here's another break point for Wawrinka.
30,
Do well to
40.
take it straight away if he can and get it back on serve. Be the third of the match for him. Had 15-40 in that opening game.
It was 219 kilometres an hour, but you felt that Wawrinka was covering that wide one. He had a play on it. He got his racket to it. He'd love to have just got that ball back into play to ask a question of Hurkacz. Just throws in the drop shot for variety.
Yeah, just toying with him here a little, Hubie. Nonchalant, just wanders in and just flips one away.
And to be fair, that was a good get from Wawrinka.
So he survives a bit of trouble once again, Hurkacz, and he's got the breaker serve, and Team Poland ahead 4-1.
Team Poland leads 4 games to 1. Time.
Well, they've been out on court for 26 minutes so far, and it's actually been a tight 5 games, but on the scorecard, it's been Hurkacz has been winning all the main points. He's survived break points in 2 of his 3 service games. Wawrinka pushing his higher ranked opponent, but finds himself serving here at 1-4. And both of the men, Wally, actually struggling with the short forehand coming forward, either overplaying or underplaying and getting caught.
It's interesting, Todd. It seems as though just the night air, the cooler air, it's more of a situation where the ball's not coming onto your racket as it has been in the last few days. It's almost like, do you prop and get a strong base and hit from a strong base, or I just think they're misjudging the pace off the court to a degree.
At 13,
15.
Well, just double checking what the weather conditions are out here at Homebush. 17.5 degrees it currently is, so such a big drop. And humidity, because it is raining outside, sitting at 86%. That will make the ball completely different in that arena, especially with all the crowd, Wally. No air conditioning in here, an open top just above the crowd there.
And we've spoken about the fact too that the difference in these tennis balls from a new can, when you pop the can and play that first game, to the 5th, 6th and 7th games is enormous. It slows right down.
There's that forehand again.
But you would assume on that ball that you could take that ball on the rise, but as it turned out, Stan, that was a dropping ball. So you've got to create your own pace. So therefore you have to, I think, adopt a bit more of a clay court mentality. Get a strong base and play it with a little bit of margin. It's hard to hit so linear.
That one catches the line.
The height of the bounce at the beginning of that rally with a few slices, a few slower balls, I mean, literally bouncing 6 inches off the court. Big adjustments need to be made from yesterday to today, no doubt about it.
And you talked about the speed of the balls. This will be them at their slowest. Can Wawrinka take advantage?
$15 love. $13 love. $40 love.
2:13.
Not looking too slow there, are they?
Not at all. That's a love game and a quick one. Hurkacz goes ahead 5-2 for Team Poland.
Team Poland is 5 games to 2.
Very good job. Just give it the other.
Some great pitches, but it has been Hurkacz that's had the upper hand, starting to really assert himself in this first set.
Time.
It would seem that Nicholas Massou has done a lot of homework here in prepping Hurkacz for this match. It seems that there are more sliced backhands, there's more patience on the baseline. He's not gone as big off the forehand as he has done throughout the tournament. But of course, if you've got the ability to do that and keep the scoreline where it is, you're doing well.
Yeah, most definitely. And I think when you're holding serve as comfortably he is, gives Hurkacz options to try things. On his opponent's serve.
And we'll see the ball here get through the court a little quicker for Wawrinka as he serves, trying to stay in this first set. Stan the man, and you can see the kangaroo, the Eiffel Tower, and the Statue of Liberty for the 3 majors that he won. And of course, those majors, that was the Australian Open in 2014. He beat Nadal in that final. Then Roland Garros in 2015. He beat Djokovic. And the US Open in 16. He beat Djokovic. So you're beating the best to win it. But I just thinking, you got the Englishman with me. What would you have put on if you'd have won Wimbledon, Tim?
We'd go with Big Ben.
Yeah. Yeah, why not?
Why not?
London Eye?
No.
Well, there's a big moment coming up here because as Hurkacz jumps on top of that forehand, it brings a set point.
13-14.
Stan lets out a big roar there, saving that break point and the set point. But I mean, he won those 3 slams. He had the game and the power to do it, but I loved his abrasive nature against those big 4. He absolutely backed himself. He never feared a reputation.
Advantage, Team Switzerland. Advantage, Team Switzerland.
Hurkacz just went for a little leg stretch, a little quad stretch off both left and right leg, which would suggest a bit of lactic acid potentially.
Out game, Team Switzerland.
So we'll say from Stan, he's under the pump though, as he jogs back to grab a towel. He hangs in this set, but it'll be Hurkacz
5 games to 3.
Coming out to serve for it. The good thing about holding there, no matter what, if he can't break here, is that he will start the second set serving, and that builds that bit of scoreline pressure if you can keep yourself in front. Always so important.
Great use of the drop shot again.
15 love.
First point of the game is always a big point, especially when you're serving for the set. Just delicately dropping that slice backhand short in the court.
Well, Stan just being pulled from pillar to post, Wally.
Well, we're watching the future of the game, aren't we? Immense power coupled with soft hands. Just have a look at Hubie here. Beautiful racket work there on the lob. Deft control. Lovely slice. Bit of frustration for Stan in the end, I think. It's hard to reconcile that, isn't it, with some of the drop shots we've seen. Just opposite ends of tennis.
Yeah.
Brute force and great touch.
7th-8 brings up set point. It was the second set point that's saved now. So one more to come.
Nothing wrong with that forehand approach from Hurkacz, but Wawrinka did well to flick the backhand cross court.
There it is, though. Took 40 minutes. But Hubert Hurkacz and Team Poland halfway to levelling this final. He takes the set 6-3. Well, a good opening set of tennis from Hubert Hurkacz. He's just picked up from where he left off, in fact. Let's take a look at some of the stats from the first set, Tim. And we know that he served well, 7 aces. And when he makes that first serve, have a look at that. 86% of the time he wins a point.
Yeah, and we can see it. Third line from the bottom, break points. 1, Wawrinka 0 from 3 in that first service game. There was an opportunity, but Hurkacz was able to save those break points. 71% first serves, winning 86% behind the first serve. Such a good platform. 7 aces, no double faults. He was the one that was able to take advantage of a break point. And that's the difference in that first set.
Well, the support that Team Poland have had here has been fantastic. That lady there in the middle has been here for every match, the entire tournament.
Second set, Team Switzerland to serve.
Okay, this is it for Stan Wawrinka. He finds himself down a set. Here's the opening game of set 2. So Magnus Norman is the coach currently taking Stan to the end of his career, if you like, to that point. What does Magnus say here? How does he get his man back in this match? Ball striking's been okay. What strategy is he going to implement? There he is.
Yeah, I think first things first, he's got to take care of his own serve here just to try and establish the lead in the second set. Try and build that scoreboard pressure from the back of the court. It's a fine line between being aggressive and making unforced errors. Because Stan doesn't move quite as well as he used to, I think therefore he's got to try and take risks to get on top in the rally early, but when you're taking those risks, then sometimes the unforced errors can flow, so it's a fine line. It's treading a tightrope. But that's a good start.
First game, second set.
Well, I've been impressed with Hurkacz tonight off the ground because he's been really patient. We've talked a lot throughout the tournament about how big his forehand is, how much more spin that he's acquired by going to the Wilson frame, which was just over 12 months ago that he started to use that, and he's really got the feel with it now. He's comfortable. But you used to be able to break that side down a little. He's poured a lot of energy here.
Yeah,
you were over in Perth to start the tournament, Tim, both with Team GB.
And that's great to see.
And in the comm box, but he's driven Team Switzerland to this final. Belinda Bencic has got them there, but he's been a big part of what's happened being the captain.
He's got to use everything he's got, and he's got the crowd on his side.
Oh, well done, Stan. I mean, to win 3 majors, you've got to be able to control a big stage. He's an old fox, isn't he? Just trying to shake it up, bring whatever he can to the court to disrupt Hubert. Not an easy thing to do. The big thing for me, and it probably just comes down to reaction time, certainly against a serve like Hurkacz, Stan, over the course of his career, was so effective at just blocking the ball back, getting it to the right part of the court, the right pace, the right depth, and then he'd start the rally neutral. He just, so far in this United Cup, he has not been able to do that effectively on return.
Oh, just misses.
It's coming.
That's a great attempt at the passing shot, and you feel that Stan is engaged with the crowd. He just needs one of those moments of magic. Oh, didn't miss by much. But no let up from Hurkacz.
Yeah, and that's the forehand we're talking about. See how that one has the extra spin that just has the ability to dive onto the line here.
40-15.
Well, I tell you, we're going to miss that shot when he eventually does retire, because it is a thing of beauty.
Did we get a radar gun on this thing? That was a bullet.
14-30.
148 kilometres. Stop it.
Game Team Poland.
But not enough to stop Hurkacz from holding serve.
1 game on.
I wonder whether we could have a look at that backhand. If you're a youngster and you want to come out and have a one-handed backhand like some of the greats, I don't know there's a better topspin backhand that's been in the game than this one. So maybe the slices have been better.
I think one thing I would say if I was Magnus Norman, for Stan, just to improve that first serve percentage and make life a little bit easier, there is that backhand. It's on the run too, isn't it? But plants that foot, as Tim said, that big shoulder turn. And how's that for accuracy? Outside edge of the line. But Stan, for me, he just needs to slow down the start of his swing. Just get the ball toss a bit higher. Just get more rhythm. He's just trying to muscle that first serve. Ball toss is really low. Doesn't bring his legs into the equation. Just slow it down. Throw the ball 2 or 3 inches higher. Extend. He's just got no margin.
Continuing to engage the crowd. Bit of cat and mouse here. Good pick up. Wawrinka able to put the easy smash away.
Oh, he needed that.
Team Switzerland.
He's bringing the energy in this second set for Wawrinka. 2-1, he leads.
Team Switzerland is 2-1.
I was chatting to Magnus Norman earlier this afternoon, just saying how it's all going. And he said, the plan is to take him through to the end of the season. But he said he's got himself really fit, lost a bit of weight in terms of really trying to fine himself down. And that's really important for his movement. Not that he was overweight, don't get me wrong. It's just that he was heavier, took a bit of muscle off, and it's been effective. Of course, your body changes as you go through your career.
Talked about that humidity tonight. Stan just absolutely dripping from that change of ends.
Time.
Well, it's been such a great week and it's culminating in such a great final. Belinda Bencic coming back from a set down against Iga Swiatek to give Switzerland the lead here. There she is. She's back out on the bench. She's played such a big role in this United Cup. He's hustling as well as he possibly can, is Stan.
Orchestrating proceedings here. Moved well.
15 all.
Stop.
Just a few unforced errors creeping in for Hurkacz.
Well, right now, just looking at the two men, you'd say that it's
15,
Hubert that's more
30.
fatigued. He just looks a little heavy. He's been pretty sombre throughout. And it is Stan, with the presence of mind and the confidence of a Grand Slam champion, that is bringing all the energy.
Stop.
Just a little flick of the legs again from Hurkacz after that point. And the shoulders slumping somewhat.
Yeah, we talked about trying to shift the momentum. Just a couple of early holds
At
for
15,
Wawrinka in this second set. Gets his
40.
nose in front. And here is big opportunity. 15-40.
And a second serve.
Been dropping way behind the baseline.
Oh, he's got it.
Team Switzerland.
Oh, the crowd are going to erupt with that. Well, perhaps there was a little divine intervention in that changeover. We've heard chants of
Team
Hubert.
Switzerland leads 3 games to 1.
Well, who would have thought body language could be such a powerful force in a match like this? Stan has just lifted himself up off the canvas. Hubie
15 love.
is fatigued. There's no question about it. He's physically fatigued from his efforts over the course of the week, as is Stan, but Stan's finding the mental energy to bring something to the court. Hubie needs to match him right now.
We talk about the
13
momentum in these matches. After the first set, it was all with Hurkacz, but Wawrinka, no doubt, showed his experience, engaged with the crowd, lifted his spirits. Looking like a different player.
And this has just really turned, hasn't it?
The other thing too, we've probably got to give Stan some
14 love.
leeway because he sits on the bench for the entirety of Belinda Bencic's matches. That takes a little while to unravel when you've been sitting down for 2.5 hours.
That's a lot of energy you expel. breaks a run of 6 consecutive points.
Yeah, it's only the 6th point that Hurkacz has won in this second set, compared to the 17 of Wawrinka.
Look at that, since crowd engagement, that's not normally a stat that we put up, but he certainly has turned the energy around in Ken Rosal Arena. And that is a beautiful 1-2 punch with the single-handed backhand. Wawrinka has got Team Switzerland back in this singles. He leads 4-1.
Team Switzerland is 4-1.
That direction. Every time I go to swing, looking back. That's why I admit to not swing.
Time.
Well, so often he's been overshadowed in his career by that other great Swiss player, Roger Federer, but Wawrinka reinventing himself here tonight, playing for his country. We know how big that he could play in some of those pivotal moments in the majors. Often played fantastic in the quarter semis and finals.
And Hubert at times just seems a little bit dismissive. It's not, I mean, Stan is, what, 5-6 metres behind the baseline. There's no thought of a serve and volley. We saw Zizou Bergs do that to him the other day. Just not quite engaged in the contest at the moment.
And if he keeps engaging as he is in these rallies, he's certainly not looking like he's going to win them.
Well, no, because his serve is so good, he doesn't necessarily have to completely physically engage to hit these big serves. But once they get into the baseline exchanges, his footwork's not sharp enough. He's not getting into position. He's making the unforced errors. Wawrinka is taking advantage.
Well, that was unfortunate. I think Stan thought the ball was going to come harder. He had the wrong grip there. If he had a regular forehand grip, I think he would have given that a mighty crack. But the hustle of Wawrinka is really quite something at the moment.
He saw the opening and he went after it.
He saw the opening on this shot, but he appreciates the opportunity he's got in this set.
Well, if this service game gets away from Hurkacz, you'd think the set is done.
30-40.
Yeah, completely different complexion in this second set. Rallies over 9 shots. Wawrinka's won each and every one of them. Unforced errors 13-2.
Oh, he anticipated it was going into that corner, well, then he gave that a crunch.
Oh my goodness, that was struck. I would have loved this to go over. This was just beautiful. And Hurkacz, he kind of upped the power in this particular rally. There's great step there, stands in trouble. This backhand, we didn't get a reading on it, but it was a bullet. But there's that sluggish footwork. First ball of the rally. He's not hustling to get in the best possible position. And even when he recognises he's not in the best position, he's still pulling the trigger.
Well, the body weight falling backwards, and that hits the ball up and long. So another break point for Wawrinka for the double break.
Okay, signs of life from Hubert there. Just a little fist bump towards his team zone, which has been far less animated than Team Switzerland. Of course, he has Nicolas Massou in his corner, his private coach. But no real response from Hubert to this really deep returning position from Stan, which is paying dividends. He's getting a lot more balls back into play. He's able to play with topspin from back here. Not one serve volley.
Another break point. And it's fleeting. Gone with the ace. It's a total of 9 so far for the match.
Advantage, Team Poland. Thank you. Top.
We've known throughout his career Wawrinka can play at this level. We've seen it. It wins you majors. It's just how long can he sustain it?
And this is the best passage of play for Wawrinka this whole tournament. Really is.
You almost feel he's got to break here, in fact, now. Get this set out of the way. And then still hopefully have some reserves physically in the tank. Been a quick match, an hour and 7 they've been out on court.
Yeah, this is like a sugar high for Stan, isn't it? How long can he sustain it? So Hubert would be well advised to take as much out of Wawrinka this set as is possible.
Yeah.
Does well here, jags a couple of volleys.
It feels like that's what's happening in this game now. And Hurkacz, he survives a huge hole. 3 break points Wawrinka had.
Team Switzerland is 4 games to 2.
Yeah, it's a big hold. It keeps him in this set and gives Hurkacz the opportunity to try and put some pressure on the Wawrinka serve. But I must admit, he's not looking like a bundle of energy down there. Only been on court an hour and 8 minutes.
Kind of what I was alluding to, a bit afraid of for Wawrinka and Team Switzerland. That was such an important game.
It was a big opportunity, but he's got to put it behind him and really focus on this next service game. He's the one that's in the driving seat. Needs to respond down love 15.
Love 30.
Timely first serve of Wawrinka.
15-30.
And he has improved that at 69% first serves in this set, 65 for the match.
And that's his best serving for the United Cup also. Oh. That's not as easy shot as you may think, that one, but if you don't practice it often.
He's such a strong unit, isn't he, Stan? Like, he's solid and strong. He just gets under the ball and just a little snap right on impact there. And there is Belinda Bencic. She is fired up.
Working the ball beautifully around the court.
But boys, all week this has seemed like a fast, hard court. Everything's been happening quickly. I watched that rally. It felt like they were on clay. Boys not getting much out of the court at the moment, and it's Stan opening up the court. It's up here for thinking.
Oh, that is a great comeback from Love 30. It was wobbling the momentum, but he's got it back on his side, Wawrinka. 5-2, Team Switzerland.
Team Switzerland is 5 games to 2.
Amazing game.
Well, the final evening of the United Cup for 2026 here in Sydney, out at Sydney Olympic Park and the Ken Rosal Arena, which is a fabulous venue for this tournament. Of course, the tournament across Perth and Sydney, culminating with the finals here in the Harbour City.
Time.
Well, he's bringing great energy to the court, is Stan Wawrinka. Trying to get the crowd to lift for him again. The last time he did that, he went on a little run. This guy's been out on court a lot throughout this tournament. Wawrinka now been there 11 hours and 36 minutes. Oh, that one flies. Hurkacz, with a serve like his, obviously has spent less time there, 7 hours and 53. So it is Stan at 40 that is putting in the hard yards for Switzerland.
And the contrast between the two men sitting in their team zone and then coming out to play couldn't have been more stark. Hurkacz, he just ambled out like he was at the end of a marathon. Stan, little stutter steps, a sprint to the baseline. Little gesture to the crowd for a bit of noise. Ambitious to hit the ball as hard as he did from where he was inside the court there. Maybe the answer to that slice was another slice, but it just shows the mood he's in.
At 14-15.
More like what we're used to on a Hurkacz service game. It's a moment of truth for Stan.
Team Switzerland is 5 games to 3.
Can he serve the second set out?
His first serve percentage has been good at 63. He's only dropped 1 point behind his first serve. He needs to find the mark.
Thank you. love 15.
So pressure on Wawrinka after dropping that opening point.
Stop.
Better depth on that forehand from Wawrinka, forcing the error from the Hurkacz racket. Needs that first serve to make life a little bit easier for himself, Wawrinka.
They're still going after the backhand, but perhaps the forehand from Wawrinka just a little safe.
At 30, 15. (40, 15).
6 ace sets up 2 set points for Wawrinka and Team Switzerland.
Ready for play, ready for play.
Stop.
At 40, 30.
Stop.
There it is. Oh, what a fight back from Wawrinka.
Team Switzerland.
We're going to a final set. The United Cup on the line.
6 games to 3. 1 set all.
Well, some of the highlights of the second set, and interesting in the beginning there was just a little nonchalant from Hubie, and that allowed Stan to recognise it and then wake the crowd and get the energy on his side of the court.
Yeah, Wawrinka showing all his experience early part of the second set.
Well, he is the man, Stan. This would be something special if he could pull this victory off here tonight. If he can maintain what he just produced in set number 2, Switzerland could be the victors of the United Cup.
Play time.
There's no question in my mind both men are a little fatigued just because of the workload that they've been through in the United Cup. And it's early in the season, obviously, in 2026. But Stan is dismissing it. He's rising to the occasion. He's forcing himself. He's pushing himself. And if Hubert wants to get back into this contest, he's got to take a little bit of that energy away from Stan. He's got to impose himself. His body language has definitely got to be a little better. And Stan, given the conditions, it's cooler. Todd, you mentioned before he's taken a bit off the forehand. Absolutely he has. It's more of a heavy forehand, more of a clay court style forehand. Errors are down, and he's 6 for that second set for Wawrinka.
Well, it all comes down to this for Team Poland. Hurkacz has to win it to keep them in it. They've been in the finals the last 3 years, haven't been able to secure a victory. They played so well, yet so far away from the trophy. Oh, that is incredible. How about the strength out here? Just pure muscle down the line off that single-handed backhand.
As flat as a pancake. You could virtually see the markings on the ball. That's a good response. Everybody down on that court appreciates the importance of this first game in this final set. Massive moments.
Gee, he's kept such wonderful depth with that backhand tonight.
30-40.
You can hear the effort for Wawrinka. He sensed his opportunity at the beginning of the second set, and you feel he senses his opportunity here. First game of the third set, break point.
I'll tell you what, he went early, he put the pressure on to see whether Wawrinka could come up with the backhand, but I actually don't mind that play. I think he has to try to shorten these rallies and change the pattern of play while he...
I tell you what, though, if that forehand of Stan's had landed 3 feet deeper, I reckon he wins that point from the back. He is absolutely determined. He is giving everything he's got. I mean, this is his last year on tour. This will be his last United Cup, one of his last chances to represent Switzerland.
And when he's done the rest of it. He's won the Davis Cup for Switzerland. He's won an Olympic gold medal in doubles alongside of Roger Federer. This would be a little extra cream. But Hurkacz has other ideas also.
218 kilometres an hour on the previous serve, 219 kilometres an hour to save that break point.
Advantage, Team Poland.
Fastest serve of the night at 221.
Top.
That's a massive hold. Saves a break point.
And don't you reckon that speaks volumes? A big come on from Hubie after holding serve. I mean, that's something he does routinely. You won't see much emotion from him. That is the backhand. You guys fell out of your chairs. I mean, it was unbelievable. He was falling away. The ball was dropping. I'm just not quite sure how he managed that.
Pictures of Polska coming around the Ken Rosewall Arena. Well, Switzerland could become the first nation to claim comeback wins in both singles matches in the final of the United Cup since its inception. It's the fourth playing of the United Cup. Poland have been in the final 3 of those 4 times. And Belinda Bencic came back from a set down to defeat Iga Swiatek. What a win for her. What a tournament. 9-0 she is in matches. She has played every match possible. Singles and mixed.
Love.
And we're talking about the court time of both the men. Wawrinka having done a few more hours than Hurkacz, but how about Belinda Bencic? 15 hours and 20 minutes in total.
Incredible effort.
Top.
He'd like more of those, wouldn't he? Love game on serve for Wawrinka.
And Todd, I couldn't help but think, you know, just seeing these shots of Belinda Bencic and the whole team zone of Switzerland. There they are, Magnus Roman in the front row. You know, we know Bencic and Stan have achieved so much in the game already, but, you know, in 30 years' time, they'll still be talking about their week in Sydney at the United Cup and in Perth. You don't forget these moments. It's such an individual sport, but when you get the chance to represent with a team, it's awesome.
Left first service.
Great change up.
talked a lot about Hurkacz's power, especially on that first serve, but he does have very good feel. Great touch coming underneath that ball.
40 love.
And a quick game for Hurkacz, so it remains on serve in this third set. 2-1 Team Poland.
These 2 games to 1.
The ebbs and flows of a tennis match. Where will it go from here? Both players trying to refuel, both with food and hydration.
Very good attitude now. I like the way that you play the last 2 games. Focus, active, doing the right thing. Simple things, of course.
Time.
Well, there are moments in tennis matches where when you're on the court, you have to say to yourself, right, I need to lift, I need to build that pressure. Wawrinka did it in the second set. He used the crowd and came out energized, and you just get the feeling that this is that moment for Hurkacz here in the third. Really try to get those feet moving, get the racket head accelerating.
And I agree, Todd. He's got to try to play a little bit bigger in these baseline rallies, and to do that, you've got to get yourself in the right position. He's got to push himself physically, Hubert Hurkacz.
Got to muster some energy from somewhere.
At 15 all.
Well, one of the things that he hasn't been as big with tonight, Hurkacz, is the forehand.
Stop.
And he used the drop shot well in the first set. It disappeared in set 2, and now he's starting to utilize it once more.
Yeah, looking to work Wawrinka, make him move as much as possible. A little bit more shape, and then one hand off the racket. Hasn't missed too many of those backhands in the last hour. But at 15:30, that could prove a costly unforced error for Wawrinka.
first break points of this final set.
40.
Two of them for Team Poland.
Talked about it many times. Wawrinka needs that first serve. Was down at 50% in this set.
Finds the frame. Eagers right behind her partner. Hurkacz, 3-1.
Did that ball just skip off the service line? I mean, it just seemed to come on awfully quickly.
I think that's pretty generous, Wall. I think it was just a complete shank.
And there's that pushing of the forehand. Have a look at this graphic here, Tim. He's been really using that as a weapon. And the RPM's well down to 9. RPM means obviously speed and spin. And that last one really just guiding off
Yeah,
the
when
racket.
you don't commit to it, that's when the ball can fly on you a little bit.
Got to keep going after it here.
I've seen Hurkacz serving at 215, 220. That was only 199 kilometers an hour. Wawrinka will be disappointed he didn't get that back into play. Nothing he could do there. Perfect placement, outside edge of the line.
13-15.
Like that forehand back, 3-1, 30-15, could have gone anywhere.
Yeah, well done. A serve and drive volley, and the gap widens here in the third. Hurkacz consolidates the break and has 4-1.
Team Poland is 4 games to 1.
Very good.
Well, the pendulum has swung once again, this time in Team Poland's favour in this men's singles. And how the mood changes on the bench according to the scoreline.
Red time.
Well, it's going to be a great comeback now for Wawrinka if he can pull back this 1-4 scoreline. Just a minute drop in intensity in the last service game. A couple of unforced errors. A good change-up from Hurkacz with the drop shot. Bringing Wawrinka off that baseline made the difference. 1-4.
15 love.
Well, that's what happens if you don't hit your spot on serve.
Kind of get the feeling too that Hubie's going to back himself in to hold his 2 service games, not expending an awful lot of energy in this game.
Yeah, has a lash at that on Wally. But I'm not sure Hubie's not happy about something here.
Team Poland leads 4 games to 2.
Did he think it was a let?
I think that was what he was saying, Wally. Not 100% sure.
Quite possibly, but I think his team bench will be saying, let's focus on the next service game, as you say, up a break. He's got the advantage.
Team Poland is 4 games to 2. Love.
So frustrating for Wawrinka. He's desperate to get the ball back into play. Just the barrage of aces continues. 16 from Hurkacz.
Just a little bit heavy, isn't it, from Stan? And I can't help but think when I watch this match, thankfully we've entered the digital age, like electronic line scoring. How would you how would you possibly call these serves from Hurkacz consistently close to the line in excess of 220 kilometres an hour?
As quick as he's been serving in speed, that game went quickly, and Hurkacz a game away from levelling for Team Poland. 5-2.
Team Poland is 5 games to 2.
Very good. Keep going. Come on. Keep going. Back. Let's go.
More hold of serve, and they're headed to a mixed doubles to decide this United Cup. Well, one thing with Hubert Hurkacz is his emotions remain fairly calm. It's not a roller coaster, and that's somewhat helped him here tonight.
I think it has, and that's may well to do with fatigue as well. He hasn't got the energy to.
I think you're right, Tim. You know, when he's sitting here in the team zone not far from me, his eyes are sunken in his head. He actually looks exhausted.
So Stan Wawrinka serving to stay in this match at 2-5.
First service.
Does Hubie apply pressure, or does he just slap and save energy for the service game?
love.
Well, some pretty big serving from Stan in his own right, those first 2 points.
30 love.
It's his best serving performance of the tournament tonight.
Yeah, 64% first serves to the match, 76 in this set.
Top.
At 30, 15. At 40, 15. Team Switzerland.
So with that ace, Stan Wawrinka asks the question of Hubert Hurkacz whether he can serve this one out.
He's 5 games to 3.
This first point, really, as we say, always crucial when you're serving for a match, but even more so.
And that requires a bit of poise, doesn't it?
It was a pretty safe serve, wasn't it? Well, it was only 173 kilometers an hour, but straight to the drop shot. More familiar with that serve. Ace number 17.
There's still hope.
There's still belief.
The issue is just getting the return back into play and getting into the rally. Poland, 2 points away.
15.
Too good. Big second serve, and Wawrinka wouldn't have been too disappointed with the return, but On that occasion, Hurkacz getting his forehand into play.
It's match point. And he does it.
Second match, Team Poland.
Hubert Hurkacz keeps Poland's hopes alive.
6-3.
And so it means that we are off to a mixed doubles to decide the United Cup for 2026. What an effort from both men.
Yeah, absolutely. Great effort from Hubert Hurkacz to find that extra energy. You can see what it means to him to have kept the country's hopes alive.
And they've had a huge fan base this week here in Sydney at the United Cup. Well, who's going to get it now? It's going to be fascinating. The mixed doubles, we'll wait to see what the pairings are. But that was something special from Hubert Hurkacz. Just kept his demeanour. At times he was a little flat, but you know, it's not a roller coaster of emotions that he plays with.
No, that's right, and you know, he knew what was going to be the difference.
Well, he's with Wally Mercer. Let's hear what he has to say.
Well, Hubert, congratulations. You've got Poland back into the contest, 1-1. But just a few words on your opponent tonight, Stan Wawrinka. I mean, he's a legend of our sport, an extraordinary player.
Oh, definitely. He's definitely inspiration. I was growing up watching him play, compete, and win so much. And obviously, his game style is really powerful. The shots that he can pull off sometimes, you can really admire them. Even you're at the other side of the net. Obviously, it's a bit annoying sometimes when they come up at the good times for him, bad times for me. But it's a pleasure to compete against him, and he's such a smart player. Also, the way he played, the way he sees the game, and just really incredible.
Tonight wasn't just about the tennis, it was about the physicality. Of course, Stan plays a heavy game, he's a physical player, but this is a tough competition, isn't it? You've played 3 players inside the top 10. It's the beginning of the season, so you had to find a little something at the beginning of the 3rd set. How did you manage that?
Definitely, Stan was also a better player in the 2nd set, and I knew I was catching him towards the end. I was finding a better game, and I knew I can raise my serve game, and that gave me confidence. And also from the baseline, I felt like I'll get some chances, and there will be some opportunities for me.
Well, Hubert, congratulations. Obviously, it's a great win, but it all comes down to the mixed doubles now. How are you feeling confident in your team?
Well, definitely, it's gonna be a fun match, and Polish team is really incredible. The support we're having here, and also at the bench, everyone's together, sticking together. So we're gonna be here and cheer for Poland.
It's gonna be an awesome match. Can't wait. Everybody, big hand for Hubert Hurkacz and Team Poland. Thank you.
Nice work, Wally. And I tell you what, Tim, coming into the mixed doubles, Jan Zielinski and Kat Kava have played some exceptional tennis, and not necessarily would you have expected Kava to be the one to come out. Maybe you'd think you'd put Iga Swiatek, but you've probably got to stick with the mixed doubles pair that got you here, particularly with the win yesterday.
Yeah, that's right, against the Americans of Christian Harrison and Coco Gauff. They obviously came through some tight moments, and perhaps have earned the right to have that opportunity to try and seal the deal in this final match.
Yeah, in some ways Team Poland deserve it, but then again so did Team Switzerland. When you look at the 18 teams that started, you would not have expected Switzerland to be here, but Belinda Bencic is going to have to come back out for a 10th match to see if she can win 10 from 10 to take her team to the title.
Yeah, it's been an absolutely incredible performance, and you just wonder whether she's got one last push in her as we
take a look
have
at
a look
that
at those
summary.
Statistics.
Statistics are strong. They're good on both sides.
Yeah, and those top 3 are all those service stats for Hurkacz. 70% first serves is a hugely impressive number.
but perhaps the breakpoint opportunities that Stan didn't take advantage of.
Yeah, that's right. You say didn't take advantage of, but sometimes when your opponent's banging down those first serves, it's just so difficult and so frustrating. But a match of fine margins, but a worthy winner in Hubert Hurkacz.
Yeah, he had that advantage of serving first in the third set, and when you can get ahead with a serve like his, you will get a chance to build pressure and get the break, and that was that winning moment where he sealed the victory and sent this United Cup into a mixed doubles final. What a night we've got here. We'll take a break, and we'd love you to come back for the mixed doubles to decide who's going to be the champion for 2026.